Assalamualaikum, saya Muhammad Syafiq Zikri bin Ridwan. Nombor matrik saya 09 DEE1F101 6.
Assalamualaikum, saya Akmal Hamzah bin Abdul Kasim. Nombor matrik saya 09 DEE21F1010.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Muhammad Syahid bin Muhammad Yasin. Nombor matrik 09 DEE21F1116.
Assalamualaikum, nama saya Muhammad Sakimin bin Safini. Nombor matrik saya 09 DE21F1064.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, I'm Mustaqim. Okay, now I'm gonna present about scalar and vector in game development. What are scalar and vectors? Okay, they are very simple. The first one is scalar. Scalar are mathematically entities that consist only magnitude. This means a measurement that consists only magnitude without direction. For example, distance and speed. Next, vector. Vector are mathematically entities that consist magnitude and direction. This means a measurement or value that include direction. For example, displacement and velocity. Then, next, how are they used in developing games? There are 4 uses scalar and vector in developing games. Firstly, characters, positioning and motion. Second one is characters, direction and movement. In addition, maps and game surrounding. The last one is characters and object relation. Okay, for the first one, characters, position and motion. It is tampering with vectors in games can change the position and motion of objects in the game. Vector in games control the fixed spawn point, save checkpoint within the game and generate random spawn of players depends on the type of game itself. Next, velocity of the cannonball can change depends on the angle the player adjusts that obeys the law of the game.
Thank you, Mustaqim. Hi, this is Shahid speaking. Next, I will continue to explain the uses in directions and movement. Vectors are multiplied or added together to change the position of an object continuously. This provides a two-dimensional movement, such as in game Geometry Dash, Sonic, and Mario, a classic games that we used to play. When technology move forward, adding the directional vectors allows the object to rotate along z-axis while moving. Z-axis help us to rotate three-dimensionally, hence provide a 3D movement in games such as God of War, Valorant, and PUBG Mobile. Next, maps and game surroundings. The scalar grids on the game decides the length and the distance of the game that correlates with the object surroundings and the characters in game. The scalar grids provide values and data that need to be used in vectors to calculate the movement and the motion of the characters and object in the game. Lastly, characters and object relation. This relation is the dot product of two vectors from object and the character itself. This data is used to determine the direction the character is pointing to, which can enable any function of the object in front of them and vice versa. The function cannot be enabled when facing other direction. This is just like when you're facing a chest, just like the airdrop, so you can open it. Hence, if you are not facing the airdrop, you cannot open it and get the loot inside. Not only that, this also provides visions for the game avatar to the surroundings of the game, which can include objects or other characters. This is just like the 3D movement that can detect other characters so that we can decide on what to do and when to do it.
Hi, my name is Akmal Hamzah. Next, I want to present about the question. So the question I want to present is Hayabusa has second skill allow him to teleport to a designated destination. There is point A and point B of his shadow. Find the angle of the vector if is 3, 1, 2 and if B is 1, 4, 3. Lastly, we want to find A dot B. such as is 3 times 1 plus 1 times 4 plus 2 times 3. So the answer is 30. Then we want to find A magnitude, such as is square root 3 squared plus 1 squared plus 2 squared. So the answer is 14 square root. Then we want to find B magnitude, such as is square root 1 squared plus 4 squared plus 3 squared. Then the answer is square root 26. Next, the formula from the A dot B is A magnitude B cos theta. The example is A dot B is 13, then A squared is 14 square root, then B squared is 26 square root, then cos theta. Then the cos theta is 14 squared times 26 squared, then over 30. So the answer of theta is 47 degree.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Muhammad Syafiq Zikri B1. In conclusion, vectors are very important and useful in video game manufacturing because it can facilitate the process of measuring the distance between players and other players. So, the concept and technique used in vector must be understood and utilized not only in video game manufacturing, but also in everyday use. Not only that, the effective use of vectors and scalars in video game production can provide a realistic impact to players with accurate distance measurements. Therefore, scalars and vectors need to be understood and studied diligently because they are very useful in life. Thank you.